Yeah, I have no sense of humor. The funniest movies I've been in, I didn't get that they were funny at the time. I was just like an idiot. But anyhow, I got home, and then I wasn't going to do it because I had to get back up to Canada when I was directing the show and stuff. And my wife just said, "Go do it now." The car's coming. I'm going to go to the airport. She goes, "Do it now." Okay. So I go out and I get this really big clapboard, take two, that kind of a thing, slate, that kind of that you get as a novelty thing, and I brought that out, and then I put my hat on backwards and my sunglasses on, and I put on a Carhartt jacket, and I was treating him more like a hick than what he became, and I did it a couple of times, and it was okay, it was okay, and my buddy came over to film it, and my wife was there, and I just thought, okay, I'll try the lisp, and I did the lisp once, and it was like, there's no other way to do this. There's no other way to do it. It doesn't work with that. So it was fun. It was easy to do. I happen to have a lisp in my repertoire. So you do it with a bit of a lift. With an English affectation, I find it quite alluring.
Question?
So I was at the Star Wars panel a little bit earlier, and they were talking about the pros and cons and kind of the dedication that you have to go into when you're starting a franchise and you can actually play and go through it. And Sean, you've been in it for over 10 or over 10 years, and you just started, Adam, and I was wondering if y'all were curious or even interested in maybe going through that sort of dedication of the pros and cons and everything for another franchise.
Yeah. It was weird because we came onto the set doing The Hobbit with the fantastic work that these guys had done, and that was almost kind of like another added kind of pressure than just realising. And also, we didn't realise we were doing a franchise at the time. We just thought we were doing 2 movies, and then during shooting it became 3 movies. But no, it's been fantastic. I mean, it's been a lot of work and 2.5 years of my life. I've pretty much been down in New Zealand. I've come home a bit, and that's a real hard thing to do. Say goodbye to your friends and your family and head into the other side of the world. But would I do it again? Yes, I would, definitely. It's been incredible. It's fantastic, like having you guys there. You just remind me all the time, going, oh, and that bit you did, I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, that scene, oh, I remember that scene. It's kind of a constantly remembering it, and I think that's a great thing. Like, it's been the most fantastic experience of my life being down there, and I'm glad that I'm reminded by doing things like this and seeing you guys about it. So I would definitely do it again. Yeah, definitely.
We were talking earlier, and Lord of the Rings is a trilogy, and I guess The Hobbit will be a trilogy as well. But what do you call 6? Is it a saga? What is it? I don't know.
You need to think of it good.
Because saga works. A saga works.
Really? We're not like Buck Rogers across the 21st century. It's like, what else?
They call Star Wars a saga, and that's 6 movies.
Right, that's why I don't like saga for Lord of the Rings, because Star Wars has that one camped out. So what are we going to do? Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit.
The 6-pack.
The 6-pack. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. Orlando Bloom is the spokesperson for the... Yeah. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Hi.
I was wondering, what acting is like for y'all, and what advice y'all have for future actors and actresses.
Finally, local patois. What is acting like for y'all? I forgot why I was in San Antonio. What? Yeah, you go.
It's a stupid profession. And I kind of have done it too long to change now. I always think, it's too late for me to be a doctor now. It's too late for me to train and do something else. No, it's something that I guess if you want to do it, you will do it. You'll have no money for a long time, and then you'll have a bit of money, then you'll have no money, and if you can live like that, then hooray, and that you're an actor. But it's also, you get to meet incredible people. You become so close with the group of people that you're working with, and then it's the next project, and you're so close with those group of people. What do you think?
First, I would agree with everything you just said. I would think, for me, anytime I try and answer the question that broadly, what is acting like? What does it mean to be an actor? I can't help but think of it in terms of context. If you were a caveman and you went on a great hunt and you killed your prey and you bring it back and everybody, you prepare the food, you eat it, and that's all done, and the function of survival has happened, and it's nighttime. It gets what now? And then those of us who weren't quite as good at the hunt are looked at because we can do funny voices and we can tell stories and we can role play. Reenact the kinds of events and experiences that happen in everyday life, and people in their life they don't necessarily live with drama. I mean, maybe drama in a life's always got to go to the hospital, this kind of thing. But the purpose of acting, the purpose of making of writing plays and performing is to create an experience for the audience. And the Greeks call it catharsis. So, if you see a certain play, I did Rudy, and people come up to me all the time, I cry so hard when I watch Rudy, and big football players are like, dude, I cried for Rudy. And you realize that what you're doing is you're helping on some level, if it's humor, if it's drama, in terms of these worlds that have been created, our ability to help access the ideas and the space of it. But really what you're doing is you're unlocking something within people. You're unlocking the ability to cry. You're facilitating joy and fear if you're into a horror movie or Walking Dead or whatever. Walking Dead. I like Walking Dead. But anyhow, so that's it. It's like you're participating in a generations-long tradition, and I feel like it's my job to try through the silliness of it to remember that.
On that note, we're going to wrap it up. Before we dismiss here, we've got a drawing for a great.
I have a thing I like to do. Oh, they walked away. One thing I like to do is cap the line of the questions and then have everybody just ask their question. And then at the end of it, if there's anything we think we can respond to for a second, is that a bad thing to do? That way everybody can just waiting in line.
Real quick.
Okay, go and alternate between real fast, not long questions.
I was just wondering, did you really keep account of when you had to wear the Hobbit feet and they didn't film you?
Yes, next.
I was just wondering how you would feel if they did a remake of the movies.
Remake, I'm not so sure. Sequel, good. Next.
Did you guys ever see the Bilbo Baggins song, My Little Demons?
Not yet. No. Next.
When y'all were debating on who would take the ring of Mordor, why couldn't y'all have taken the Eagles?
Because the Eagles aren't taxis.
Yeah.
Next.
How was it, filming the Lord of the Rings?
Perfect.
Sean, which do you prefer, acting or directing?
Ooh. Next.
This question is for both of you. Did you guys have to read the books before shooting the film?
No.
But we did anyway.
What was it like working with Benedict and Martin?
Brilliant and insane.
Sean, can you still flex your pecs like you did in 50 First Dates?
Better.
Adam, do you like green food? Do you like green food?
No. Chips.
In our family, Sam is the true hero of Lord of the Rings. If it had been us, we probably would have thrown Frodo into the I think Sam got the shaft of being the true hero.
Yes.
It's flattering, but not true.
What was your favorite moment when you were filming the color magic?
Filming the what?
The color magic?
Oh, Color Magic. Yeah. Arguably my favorite role ever, next to Sam, Rudy, Goonies, and 20 others. But I love it. I absolutely love it.
What's your favorite souvenir you have from the Lord of the Rings movie? Souvenir.
Oh, from Lord of the Rings. Well,
Yeah.
I figured out. Quick.
My slingshot.
How about you,
My
Tom?
backpack.
What was it like for working with Brendan Fraser and Paul Short and seeing
Video games with Pauly Shore. And, video games with Brendan and I don't know. Pauly Shore apparently tweeted me a little bit ago, so I'm gonna hold off and tweet him back today, and I'll let you know. Is that it? That's it. There you go. Everybody got that.
For a World of Warcraft statue from Science Shop Collectibles, gentlemen, if one of you would be kind enough to draw it.
Correct franchisee. Adam gets it.
The winner is ticket number 450690. 450690.
Hey, I have one other thing to say, everybody. Raise your hand if you got one of my flyers out there. Okay, so what it is I have a radio show. People always ask, what are you doing next? I have a radio show called Vox Populi, Voice of the Occasionally Interested People. It's about politics and government, but the difference is everybody from all sides calls it. We get into the show, but people have to speak with respect and courtesy. And that way we don't try and persuade each other, but we get to discover and learn and express ourselves. And right now we're trying to get an app for the show, and it's expensive. So you can go to that startthebox.com and you can back my show for $3 or $10,000 or anything in between. There's great rewards you get. So it means a lot to you. It means a lot. You guys are getting on your phone, go to Start the Box, back my show. I have 3 days left to make my goal. I love you. Thank you very much. That's my pitch.
One more time, winner 450690. 45